Welcome to AI and Cloud Weekly, your trusted source for the latest breakthroughs in artificial intelligence. Let's dive into this week's top stories. Today, we're asking a pretty massive question. What happens when AI stops being just a chatbot you talk to in a browser and actually becomes the invisible infrastructure running our entire digital lives? We're literally reimagining the tech stack from the ground up. I'm absolutely thrilled to guide you through this explainer today because honestly, we're witnessing a massive shift right now. The AI economy is expanding at breakneck speed, embedding itself into every single layer of the tech stack, from the hidden data pipelines all the way up to those games we play on our phones. Through these slides, we're going to visualize exactly how this invisible AI ecosystem is being built. All right, here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the AI Intelligence Network. Number 2, the Vibe Coding Revolution. Number 3, securing AI-generated code. 4, AI in the inbox. And finally, number 5, the invisible AI future. Let's get to it. Section 1, the AI Intelligence Network, Stripe and OpenRouter. So before we can even have smart apps, we need a reliable network to actually exchange that intelligence, right? Tokens and models are rapidly becoming the central currency of the internet, completely changing how compute is routed and paid for. And there's literally no bigger proof of this shift than this staggering number, $8 billion. That's the reported value of Stripe's recent agreement to acquire OpenRouter. Now, Stripe is famous for building the economic infrastructure of the internet, making payments totally seamless. Now, with OpenRouter, they're building the economic infrastructure for AI. As Stripe's CEO pointed out, real-world economic potential absolutely depends on making the best possible use of scarce compute resources. To really grasp why Stripe paid that much, you've got to look at the sheer scale of OpenRouter. We're talking over 10 trillion tokens processed every single day across 400 different AI models. It's wild. They've essentially become the definitive Stripe for LLMs, but instead of routing dollars, they route intelligence. They dynamically evaluate every single request based on price, speed, and reliability. This ensures developers get the best model for the job without being locked into just one provider. It is the ultimate model-neutral transfer switch. Moving on to Section 2, the Vibe Coding Revolution, Developers and AI Agents. Okay, so if OpenRouter and Stripe are laying down the plumbing, what are developers actually building with it? Well, that brings us to our next layer. A huge catalyst here is Replit's brand new free mode. By teaming up with OpenAI and leveraging their GPT 5.6 Luna model, Replit just made this free mode the default for their core and pro subscribers. And how? Because OpenAI slashed the cost of Luna by a massive 80%, Replit can now offer this zero-quota transactional compute, meaning developers can brainstorm, chat, and run tasks without that constant nagging anxiety of burning through an expensive token budget. The AI just becomes a seamless, invisible partner in the workflow. And this right here brilliantly illustrates how the workflow itself is fundamentally changing. Look at Claude code design mode. Traditionally, you know how it goes. A designer creates a mockup, hands it off to a developer to build it, and that handoff is just full of friction. But Claude allows you to design and build user interfaces in one single place. Using plain natural language, you can generate and iterate on a UI right inside your coding flow. It essentially removes that traditional handoff entirely, a real game changer. But vibe coding isn't just a solo activity anymore. With the launch of Slack Code, software development actually becomes a multiplayer experience. Instead of developers working in isolated, lonely browser tabs, Slack Code brings AI agents like Claude Code, Devin, and ChatGPT directly into your shared Slack channels. Suddenly, your whole team can converse with the AI, review line-by-line code diffs, and even view live HTML previews right there in the chat. It literally makes the AI just another collaborative member of your team. Section 3, Securing AI-Generated Code, Defense and Depth. Now, with AI agents writing code at this incredible speed across platforms like Slack and Replit, security becomes our next critical choke point. I mean, how do we make sure these apps aren't just riddled with massive security holes? The sheer speed of AI generation demands a totally new approach to defense. And that's where the concept of shift left becomes absolutely vital. The idea here is to find and fix security faults as early as possible in the dev cycle rather than waiting until after deployment. Replit, for instance, is continuously evaluating the code produced by its AI agent in real time. They aren't waiting until the app is finished to scan it. They're checking it while it's being built, catching architectural mistakes, memory leaks, or exposed API keys way before they ever hit production.
Now, what's really interesting here is the visual distinction between white box and black box testing. Because AI models generate code based on statistical patterns, traditional rule-based scanning just isn't enough anymore. So Replit introduced automated black box pen testing. This actually simulates how a real external attacker would hit the live app. And honestly, the best part, when the test finds a vulnerability, the Replit agent can patch it with a single click. It is literally AI defense countering AI-generated flaws.
Section 4. AI in the inbox, navigating productivity.
Let's transition from the developer backend all the way up to the end-user productivity layer. This is where AI meets the average person in the tools we all use every single day, most notably our email inbox. When we compare these tools side by side, a really crucial distinction emerges between a simple assistant and a truly autonomous agent. Anthropic recently updated its Google Workspace connector, which allows Claude to read, summarize, and draft emails right in Gmail. But here's the catch. Claude will draft a reply, but it's going to sit in your drafts folder until you manually click send. It won't act on incoming mail automatically. On the flip side, platforms like Carly can run on specific triggers and actually send emails autonomously, completely without manual approval.
As you can imagine, this push toward autonomous email has deeply divided Google Workspace users. On one side, people are absolutely loving the massive time savings. But on the other side, as this quote perfectly captures, there is a very real fear of professional risk. Users are terrified of an AI hallucinating sensitive info, like business costs or client IP, in an unapproved email. Even though Claude asks for permission by default, just the mere possibility of an automated mistake has a lot of users insisting they'd much rather use their own heads when it comes to client communication. Finally, Section 5. The invisible AI future, play and everyday life. We've finally arrived at the top layer of our stack, the consumer experience. This is where AI completely sheds its identity as a strict, boring productivity tool and seamlessly weaves itself into the fabric of everyday entertainment and social life. Let's look at how this translates into pure consumer play. Meta just rolled out a new app in the US called Pocket. It lets users create generative AI mini-games, which they call gizmos, simply by describing an idea in a quick text prompt. And these aren't just static images. They leverage your phone's tilt sensors, the touchscreen, and even your own personal photos. You can publish them to a scrollable feed, and other people can remix them. AI here isn't just a tool, it's the underlying engine of an entirely new social media format. So the crucial point we need to take away is this. We are no longer just looking at chatbots in a window. We are looking at a fully integrated, invisible ecosystem. You've got Stripe laying down the financial token routing infrastructure, then developers are using that compute to vibe code software in real time, protected by shift-left black box security. That software is then deployed as collaborative inbox agents for our daily work, and to social playable utilities for our downtime. The AI is literally everywhere, and yet it's becoming completely invisible. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with some patterns I'm seeing in AI across all these stories. We reach for software by talking to AI instead of clicking through it. Every product is racing to make itself something an AI can operate. The edge is shifting from the smartest model to the most affordable. Interaction is moving far past the keyboard and mouse. And ultimately, the best AI quietly disappears and just feels like good software. So how will you adapt as this invisible infrastructure surrounds us? Thank you for watching AI in Cloud Weekly. Please like, share, and subscribe, and keep watching AI in Cloud Weekly. See you next week.